each fall, Tennessee's young farmers and ranchers hold their fall educational tour where they travel to different regions of the state to learn more about the area's agricultural industry. And it's also where the Excellence in Agriculture Award is announced. And this year, the group was in southern Middle Tennessee.
After a year like we've had this year, it's really nice to be able to come together in a safe manner and meet with a lot of our friends. We've taken several safety precautions, and the hosts have done a really good job of laying this tour out to where we can be spread out, and it's just great that we can be back with a lot of our friends that we hadn't got to see throughout this year.
The Young Farmers Fall Tour this year was different than any other with the onset of COVID-19. Safety precautions were all in place as young farmers from across the state were able to gather in southern Middle Tennessee to explore the diversity of agriculture. The tour included a turf farm, nursery and cattle, agritourism, and one of the largest worm farms in the U.S.
Fall Tour is unique because it moves the 3 different times a year, and it allows people from other parts of the state to see operations that are going on that maybe it's the same kind of operation, but it's a different part of the state, and so they do things differently. And it's great to learn, and we can take them back home to our operations. But it's also, I think, just like getting to know people across the state and developing relationships that for us, I hope will last a lifetime. And just getting to see everybody a few times a year, we look so forward to.
How many in this group are beef cattle producers? Okay, quite a few. This is Walker Hereford Farm. We've been in operation breeding registered Hereford cattle since 1981. We've held 22 production sales here at the farm and sold cattle into 40 states, Canada, Mexico, and have shipped embryos to the European Union. We currently run 200 registered Hereford cows with another 50 commercial cows that are mainly used for our AT program and for our recipients. And I know some of these people are not beef producers, but I'm sure they have friends that are beef producers, and they can go out and say, hey, we went to Walker Herefords and we saw this, and hopefully it'll mean a bull sale or a female sale, just whatever. But any way we can spread the word about not only Hereford cattle, but also just beef cattle in general.
As long as he's going across the field, it's picking up great.
So Mid-10 Turf is a sod farm in Manchester, Tennessee. We also have a location in Benton, Tennessee, East Tennessee. Mid-10 started in 1986. We farm about 2,600 acres total between both farms. We have 419 Bermuda and also fescue and bluegrass, cool season grass. We also do a lot of commercial work. Goes to soccer fields, athletic fields, golf courses, that kind of stuff too. But the majority of our grass, I would say, goes to home builders. We have about 70 employees. We run 22 semis every day. They run between Kentucky, Nashville, Chattanooga, Birmingham, Alabama, and Atlanta, Georgia, Knoxville.
We usually grow about 44 or so acres of pumpkins each year.
This is Cedarwood Nursery and Pumpkin Patch. We've been doing this is our 20th season for the pumpkin patch, and we've been doing the nursery about 30 or plus years. Every year we have all kinds of fun activities, the slides, jump pads, pedal carts. We usually have a hayride, but we decided not on that due to the social distancing. But everybody still gets a pumpkin. For the nursery, we do maples, arborvitaes, all kinds of bushes to shrubs to trees. So it's great to have all these young farmers out here all across the state. We do a lot of people from Murfreesboro. We've had some people from Nashville. I've even had a couple out of state. But we're just really glad to be able to share our farm with everybody. And
so basically, the worm casting is don't smell anything. It's a premium soil fertilizer. It's not a fertilizer, but it's very good for the plant. I grow worm for fishing bait that are distributed in a convenience store and fishing store, mainly on the East Coast. I was raised on a dairy farm in France, and I started to grow some worms in 1983. And the idea was to sell the compost to start with, and then the worm for fishing bait. And I came in 1987 in US for visiting some worm farm. I probably visited about 32, 35 worm farm on the whole US for 3 weeks. And I found out that the market was not very professional, and there was a niche for someone to do it at a large scale at a large scale I started small, but very professional in quality and consistency. And that's what I did. Our main market is from Texas to Minnesota, east of the Mississippi mainly. And we grow the worms. We grow about 500 acres of corn to feed the worms. We are doing our own pit mine, digging the pit in Florida, and we grow the worm in about 6 acres of building, and then we do a processing, packing, and shipping from here.
Very informational and getting to see a lot of new things. Just getting to show everybody what different fields of agriculture there is, and just this worm farm, and it's amazing.
It was actually really hard to narrow down what 4 stops to make, because I had a whole list. I was like, oh, I want to see this nursery or this farm. You know, we have so many things to offer in Warren County agriculture-wise that it was kind of hard to narrow it down to 4. So I hope everybody enjoyed the 4 that we picked.
Getting to see Tennessee agriculture all across the state is such a benefit, and each district and each region of Tennessee is so unique, and the operations that they have there, you gain great value no matter where you're at. And no matter whether it's in Middle, West, or East Tennessee, I always take something back to my own operation, own farm, that I've learned from another operator or from meeting new people on fall tour myself. Always take something back with me.
As part of the Young Farmers Fall Tour, the Excellence in Agriculture competition is held as the contest recognizes those who don't earn the majority of their income off the farm, but are evaluated on their understanding of agricultural issues, leadership experiences and achievement, and their ability to communicate their passion for our most important industry. And the announcement was made deep down in the historic Cumberland Caverns.
This year's winner in the Excellence in Agriculture is Terra Davis from White County.
I'm shocked, absolutely shocked, but so excited and I'm honored to represent Tennessee at the national level. You know, I joined this organization 13 years ago, and I always saw those people walk up there to get this award, and I never dreamed it would be me, so I'm so excited. I'm a high school agriculture teacher and FFA advisor at Cumberland County High School, and I love teaching agriculture every single day to my students, but as well as reaching out to the community. We have our farm day at our farm. We had 800 first and third graders there last year, so I'm just always looking for opportunities to educate people about agriculture. We have a 3,000 acre farm in White County. My husband's a full-time farmer, and they farm corn, wheat, and soybeans. We farmed canola in the past. We also have sunflowers, and we do agritourism. And this past summer, we had 2,000 people come out to the farm and take pictures, different photographers and families. We also do sweet corn, and we take it to the farmer's market to sell directly to the consumer. You know, we have one of the best farm bureaus in the nation, and so to be able to represent them at the national level is just, it's an unbelievable opportunity, and I'm going to do the very best I can.
Well, a great fall meeting for Tennessee's young farmers, and our congratulations again to Terra Davis of White County. She will now compete for national honors with the American Farm Bureau.